Sit. Goose. Easy. Luke. Rosie. Winston. Come. Sit. Sit. Easy. Easy. Ruben. Easy. Luke. Sit. Rosie. Winston. Easy. Watch me. Leave it. Good dogs. Good. Good. Very good. Easy. And one. Leave. Luke. Luke. Easy. Rosie. Well, I hope that it got everybody's attention. Hopefully this will hold it. Back up. Back up. Back up. Sad. A lot of things are sad. And I'm, not one to whine and cry, but I'm one to talk the facts and point out some things that it's detrimental to bigger things coming at us if we don't make some changes. These dogs, these animals, just about every one of them here was questioned to be alive because of problematic behavior. That's sad, because if these dogs can behave in this fashion, there's millions more every year that get put to sleep. They could do the same thing. That could do the same thing. Behave respectfully. Behave in an accepting manner that people like having their dogs around. And Jesus, Go on any social media, any local newspaper deal where everybody gets in everybody else's business on. Here in the area, it's called Next Door. I don't know if that's nationwide or not. Whatever. If you look at 10 ads on this particular platform, seven of them are dogs run away, dogs that are found that ran away, dogs that are desperately needing a home, are a foster, because if not, they're dead in 24 hours. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. It just, to me, it doesn't. I hope it doesn't make sense to anybody. And it's the truth. It just continues to happen, and the current way of eliminating these behavioral problems and making these problems go away, which I've been able to do successfully for nearly 2 decades. Okay, I'm not a fly-by-night, and I'm not a flash in the pan. There's a way of doing this to where these animals don't have to suffer for years being screamed at, living in an unstable environment, wondering every day what's next day going to bring, to find themselves in a shelter that's surrounded by hundreds of other dogs that's in the same loss of mind. To be loved and unconditionally loved and cherished and fawned over one day, and the next day being kicked to the curb. Jesus Christ, it just don't make sense. And this is our world. If it don't make sense to us, how in the hell do you think it's going to make sense to these animals that we've forced to come and live in our world? You know, it's detrimental to them. It's death for them. I just don't understand, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that don't understand neither. And I might be berated for this, I might be attacked, I might be, again, threatened. Shit, I'll show you my address. I ain't trying to be no hard ass, because that's not me. That's not me. But, you know, when somebody's getting threatened because they have a passion for something, and that's saving lives and keeping families together, it's pretty fucked up. It's a culture that definitely needs some changing. I can't change everybody, nor am I trying to change everybody. All I'm trying to do is gather the attention from 1, 2, maybe a half a dozen, maybe nobody. But I've been noticing on these formats of social media, the few trainers that I do follow that do talk with common sense, that has an idea of, you know, that knows dog psychology, that understands how to communicate with these animals, and how to teach people that have these animals that are confused and lost, how to communicate with these animals. I mean, these people work their asses off putting together content. I haven't been on this in a while because I got disappointed. I got disheartened. To spend all these hours producing and editing and putting these things together and putting it out there in the airway, and have maybe 6 likes or something, or you know, a comment every 5 or 6 posts that I make, you know, on a positive nature. I mean, granted, yeah, there's a lot of comments made on some of the stuff I put out, or some of my factually based opinions, educated suggestions that get berated. I mean, I can handle it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. And the way things are, any threats that are made are done, you know, behind a computer screen. And technology kind of challenges me, and at times I feel pretty humble to it. But I'm not afraid, especially by those that's behind the keyboards being the warrior thing. You know, I'm probably going on too long because, you know, we're at 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes now, and probably losing interest. And if I am, then you're not my type of people. You're not who I need to speak with. If you're still with, I can help educate you so you can have the dog that everybody wants, that very, very, very few people have. I can help educate you to where you can help people that you know that I don't know, This is free content. I can offer free content if there's interest. I mean, yeah, I got to make a living. This is my profession. This is what I do. I have bills to pay. So I have to make a living. But if I can offer some content to people that they can share with other friends, relatives, and neighbors, or whatever the case may be, that'll save the dog's life, that's worth millions to me. Can't put a price tag on that. You know, it's very disappointing. There's Rosie, get away from the tripod. There you go. It's disappointing. And in today's world, there's so many ways of communication. Quiet. There's so many ways of communication amongst people, and nobody talks to each other. Nobody talks. Nobody communicates. I'm not going to say nobody because that's ridiculous, but you see where I'm going. You get my point. And the sad thing about it is that there's a lot of free content out here on the internet. Yeah, granted, there's too much when it comes to dog behavior or dog training. Very little bit, revolved around dog behavior and dog psychology. But because not very many people know it, and that's okay. That's all right, not to know something. But if you don't know something and you want to make something better, find something that can make it better and learn. Communication. It's a lost art. Not only between us and these animals, but us amongst ourselves. Leave it. I said leave it. Rosie was over here trying to get too deep and sniffing in this liver bag. That's unacceptable. See there? It's okay to say no. There's no training there. It's just telling her that it's mine and you don't get any until I give it to you. That has nothing to do with training. Telling the dog to give you space. Hey, Goose, go lay down. Climb. Down. I'm sorry, I'm coming up on 13 minutes. I'm just throwing this out here. Like I said, I watch other trainers, people that I have respect for because they're damn good at what they do and they talk with common sense. They don't carry around a bunch of treats, dogs every time. Hey, you two, it's about enough. That was a territorial issue. One dog got into another dog's intimate space without being invited and did it kind of rudely. So one of my dogs corrected it. It's over with. Dog gave my dog space and life goes on. I don't know. I just want to help. I just want to make a difference. I mean, shit, I got less time in front of me than I got in back of me. Before I go out, I like to leave some sort of leave it. Ruger, climb. Ruger, climb. Down. I'm just trying to make a difference. And if you see any of this that makes any sense and you want to know more, you can look me up. I'm at K9, the letter K, number 9, pack leader 101.com is my website address. I got all the links to the social media stuff that we got to do on there. I have my email address. I even have my direct phone number. And again, I mean, that's kind of rare, making phone calls or getting phone calls. But however somebody would want to reach out and get more information about how they can learn what I know, I'll be more than happy to teach anyone that's with an open mind and willingness, to accept what isn't so popular and what isn't so common. In that sense, common sense when it comes to raising dogs. Yeah, so I'll throw this out here and hopefully, with the good grace of God, Lord be quiet. Khaleesi. I think you need to quiet. The neighbor just walked out in the yard. There's another one just walked down the road too. But see, that's 7 dogs. No, I'm sorry, 8 dogs here with people walking down the road, neighbors coming out on this. There's a reason for that, and I can explain it because it's the truth. And by explaining the truth, it'll make sense that anybody can have a pack of 8 dogs around them that is respectful, that is well behaved. Now, all these dogs drop like a stone as soon as I say down? No. Will I even walk in a perfect heel at all times or in between my legs? No. I mean, yeah, I have dogs that have the capabilities and qualities of doing that, but that is not my thing. That is not my thing, and I'm not neglecting any of my dogs, especially my Mal and my Shepherd. I'm not neglecting them by not having them do that. My Shepherd was going to be dead 2 years ago. My Mal, she came to me through a rescue because the lady, thank God, a lady that was a foster for this rescue, will go unnamed, she called me right away as soon as this dog got surrendered because it was too much for the handler, too much for the family. It didn't do too well at birthday parties, and she called me right away because she knew that this type of dog going and just any home, because somebody filled out an application and they have a checking account, would be qualified to adopt it, that she would find herself in a bad way quickly that would get her returned multiple times, or even worse, she would have bitten somebody. She'd have been deemed aggressive and dangerous, and she would have been killed. Yeah, I don't spend the time with her that a dog trainer would, to have her where she looks great. Oh, she's making good content. That's beautiful. Awesome. That's beautiful. I love watching it. I love watching high-end obedience. I love watching schutzen, bite work. I've been trained how to do it. Do I do it? No. The obedience part I do, but there's a reason. And if you would like to know the reason why obedience is very important to train your dog, feel free to ask me. I gave you the information on how to contact me. Feel free to ask me, and then I'll be happy to answer that for you, because it does relate to dog behavior, dog psychology, and how dogs have been living with each other for millions and millions of years, far before we started messing their lives up. Maybe this is a little too honest for most, and if it is, hey, it is what it is. All I know is that I love what I do. I'm successful at what I do when people allow me to help them create the success that everybody really wants, according to what I hear. Nobody wants to get rid of their dog. No one wants to put their dog down. No one wants to have to walk their dog at 3 o'clock in the morning because they can't walk at any time because they might come across another dog on the streets. Nobody wants to not be able to have friends and relatives and neighbors over to their house because they're afraid how their dog's going to behave. Nobody wants a dog that they can't go anywhere because there isn't really a boarding institution or anything like that that's going to take the dog. And if they do take the dog like that, that is completely out of balance, afraid, full of anxiety and fear, that dog's going to live in a kennel for the most part, from the time that people leave until the time they come home. And I'm not blaming any kennels. I'm not talking down about any kennels. I don't blame people that don't have the understanding and knowledge about dog psychology. I do blame them if they don't look for it, learn it. I blame them. But if they don't have access or they don't even know it exists, hell, I'm not going to take a 100-pound dog out of a kennel that's chewing through it trying to get to me. if I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But I don't know. Just trying to make some sense around here so I can help people out. And if you watch this, great. Thank you very much. Love you. Appreciate it. And I promise you, I will offer everything that I am and then some to help if help is requested. Other than that, we're going to sign out here from Camp Good Dog. Beautiful day. It's not 137 degrees out today, so that's a good thing. So we're just out here enjoying the weather while we can. All right. Well, everybody have yourself a great rest of the weekend.